the stage, let's go to KT Hammond. KT Hammond became, he doesn't have no right to be called honorable, because do they understand the meaning of honorable? You sit in a house, a den of thieves, where all the corruption happens in Ghana, and you expect us to call him honorable? I'll deal with him as he deserves. KT Hammond went into parliament in 2001. At that time, he was 41. And if he has got selective amnesia, let's remind him of the age he went into parliament with. He was 41 years. He was a youth. And if his constituents thought he was an empty head, they wouldn't have put him in parliament. But we expected, sir, because he was youth and he had that youthful exuberance, no, he could bring certain proper qualities.
Selective amnesia.
Yes.
The open now choosing okay.
Okay, yes. And or say he's not going to hand over to the youth because the youth cannot run the country. But Nii Aryee, if he said he was a youth when he got into parliament, and people voted for him because they expected, say, as youth, you'll be able to contribute certain things to your community, bring development for the people. But you see, I can take KT Hammond on a regular day. We'll take his 21 years in parliament, and let's mark him by his achievements. We're born dread. That man, I don't know why he's still in parliament. What has he done for his constituents? His constituency is one of the poorest in Ghana as we stand. And he has been...
6-unit classroom block.
With what education system?
What's it?
With what education system?
My
And see, classrooms, so I will see classroom block, no. The classroom will teach itself. You're not able to handle your teachers properly. Your school children are not even able to go to school. They don't have curriculums right now they're dealing with, no textbooks. And you say you built a school and see, then education has been fixed. You see, this is the kind of backward mindsets they've had. And these guys have been the ones who have been running this country for 30 years. And it's not surprising where we are today.
Exactly.
And then Moody's have come to downgrade Ghana again to a junk status. But these are the ones who are running the country, and we are getting all those things. Those old blockheads, this is what they do. And Captain, if you look, I was reading the newspaper today, and BFT, I almost say they are celebrating entrepreneurs who are under 40. Now, if you look at what the youth are doing without help from the government, their own initiative, or more innovation, if you see what the youth are doing, Captain, I have so much hope in the youth. And you see, because these guys are so backward, Amon said they will hand over to the youth so we can bring those innovations into developing the nation. Amon said,
it will make them look stupid. I mean,
no, Captain, with the greatest of respect, they are stupid. Because if you've been handed the country and you cannot move it into the future, and you're downgrading our country and retrogressing, I mean, what is that? And in the face of all of this, you have the arrogance and the impudence to tell us, say, you will not hand over. Captain, I've told you, if they're not willing to hand over the baton of leadership to the youth, we'll make sure they cannot keep it. It will be very ungovernable for them. Fire. Very ungovernable. Fire. Because we'll not sit down and allow them to destroy the country. Because, Captain, so busy every time, no. The expiration, the maturity years or time on the loans, no. They will say 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Captain, none of these guys will be around in the next 20 years. And see, the burden will fall on us, the youth, to be able to pay back those loans.
Sure.
And see, if we are saying, say, we believe we can do better, we can run this country better, and you are saying you're not willing to give us an opportunity, you think we're going to sit down and watch you mess this thing up for us? In any case, those he refers to as empty heads, coconut heads, no. Captain, majority of the people who voted in the 2020 elections were youth. And see, I don't blame KT Hammond. Again, I'll blame the youth in this instance because we are the ones who keep voting for those old empty heads to run the country the way they're running right now. And see, any sensible father, Captain, say, Ubra, you have your children and you get to the retirement age. What you're supposed to do is to groom your children so that time your children can take over the responsibilities of the home. So your children can take care of you, Akokrano, your wife, and then the home and everything. That's how human societies behave. And see, if you deliberately destroy the potential or the opportunities for your youth and deprive them of that opportunity, and you are no longer there, what will happen to the home? And it shows. They're not mindful of our educational system because that is how you build the youth to be able to take care of the system.
Sure.
But when they say there's no educational system right now. So they believe that all the youth are actually virtually useless. And to stay in power till you die, and then yes, whatever happens behind you is happened. But see this, again, Captain, when you allow people like this to handle the affairs of the country, anytime they open their garbage doors, this is the trash that comes out of it. Captain, thank you.